Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this video we are going to discuss reliability. So firstly, reliability is something that we consider in terms of machines or systems that are running. So reliability is simply defined as probability that the system works without any failure for the time 0 to t. So where t is the time in which where t is the time during which where t is the time for which the system works without any failure. So we say that probability t is less than capital T, where capital T is time at which the failure occurs. So probability that our machine will run for this much time period without any failure, because failure is occurring at capital T, so our machine shall work fine till small t time period. Now, since reliability is nothing but a probability, therefore its value ranges from 0 to 1. If we look at the graph, so it is popularly known as the bathtub shaped graph. As you can see, this is your early period. On the y-axis we have the failure rate and on the x-axis we have the time. So this is the early period. Let us understand what exactly happens in the early period. So in early period there is a decreasing failure rate. So as you can see, the failure rate is decreasing gradually. And the reason for this can be manufacturing defect or installation issues. Let's say the machine fails in the very initial period. So suppose we install the machine today and within 2 days the machine fails. So it could be because of some manufacturing defect or some installation issues. The next is normal life period. So this is your normal life period. In this we have a constant failure rate. And any machine which is there, it spends its maximum time in the normal life period. Because if you see, the area range is the maximum. So this is where the machine spends the maximum time in the normal life. Next is the wear out period. So this is where our failure rate increases. If you see, there is an increasing failure rate. The failure rate has increased. So this happens when the machine has been used for a very long time period, and hence it is supposed to fail, or eventually it will fail after a certain point, and its failure rate increases towards the end of its life cycle. So this was about this graph. Now we will discuss in detail about reliability and various reliability functions, how you can actually calculate the reliability of different systems, that is series and parallel. So let us first understand. Now let's say your failure follows a exponential distribution. Okay, so this is your exponential distribution function. So we know that exponential function, the PDF is defined as this: lambda e to the power minus lambda t, and the CDF is defined as 1 minus e to the power minus lambda t. So simply to understand how do we calculate reliability, given you have the PDF, so from the PDF you will calculate the CDF, and reliability is nothing but is nothing but 1 minus CDF. So this is your reliability of a system that is running with exponential distribution. Next up, we have hazard rate, which is also known as the failure rate. So hazard rate is defined as minus 1 upon the reliability function into the differentiation of the reliability function. So in this particular case, if we calculate this, we get minus 1. So in this case, if we differentiate our reliability function, which is e to the power minus lambda t, we get minus lambda e to the power minus lambda t divided by the reliability function e to the power minus lambda t, and hence we get lambda as our hazard rate. Now next is MTBF. MTBF is actually mean time before failure. So mean time before failure is defined as integration of the reliability function from 0 to infinity. So this is basically the mean time before the system gets failed. So we have the probability, which is the reliability basically, and we integrate it from 0 to infinity to find out how much time the machine has before it fails, the mean time, right? So in this particular case, if we integrate 0 to infinity e to the power minus lambda t, which is our reliability function, we get 1 upon lambda. Now we will discuss about series and parallel system. So we all know what a series system looks like. This is a series function, series system, and this is a parallel system. Now, in series system, we have learned in our earlier school classes that if one system or one unit fails, the entire system is bound to fail. So if this connection is lost or any other connection is lost, the entire system collapses. However, this is not the case in parallel system. In parallel system, until all the units fail, the system is still running and functioning. So in this case, we say that the reliability of the entire system is less than the lowest of I. I is any unit that we have. So let's say out of 1, 2 and 3, 3 has the lowest reliability. So we can say the entire system will have a reliability even less than the third one. Okay. And for this particular case, that is the series case, the reliability function is nothing but multiplication of all the reliability of the units that we have. So it will look something like this as defined in this function. So it's basically multiplication of all i's. Now moving ahead to the parallel system. So in parallel system, as I discussed before, the system fails only when all the units in the system are failed. Okay, and reliability of the system will be greater than the highest of I. So of any unit, if we have the highest reliability of the second one, then we will say that the reliability of the system is even greater than the reliability of the second unit. And the reliability function is defined as this. So it will be 1 minus multiplication of 1 minus R1t into 1 minus R2t into 1 minus R3t. So we usually get numerical in which we are supposed to use this particular formula, and we make the mistake. What we do is we do it minus of R1t, R2t into R3t. So this is wrong. This is not the right one. This is the right one. This is how you're supposed to calculate. So you will be given individual reliabilities and you will be asked to calculate the reliability of the entire parallel system. Or you can get direct question that okay, the reliability of all the elements are given to you and it is a parallel system. So tell us what will be the range of the reliability of the entire system. So you always have to make sure that you use it to be greater than highest of I. That is it for this video. In next video we will discuss some numerical questions and theory questions of the reliability topic. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching.